I figured just end up doing that. We have way. Probably looking for the bigger, longer ones. Boys. Oops. I just had my heater go down on me. Have to be super careful with all this stuff so it fits. And I'm not sure with this how well it catches stuff, especially when my arm's moving and stuff. So yeah, see, it doesn't let you catch it, unfortunately. My shirt's sucking in because I'm holding it out so you guys can see it. Put a nice coat. So I gotta watch this afterwards to see how well this picks up. Hey Ben, how you doing? I'm trying to blog now. I've never done it before, but I never have a chance to do any of this stuff and record it anymore. So I figured I'd do it this way for a little bit. Right now we're dealing with desk pets. They're on Etsy. It's a whole bunch of, I can show. They do metal work. So it's a whole bunch of different design style stuff, so we're just doing clear coats over them. We are going to have a video coming out. We have a set of rounds and a Dewalt tank that we're going to be doing. So that is going to be coming out shortly, probably within the next couple of weeks. Yeah, we have a shitload of stuff in there. Yeah, literally one step at a time. So what my plan is doing it this way every now and then because, like I said, we're out mobile sandblasting. I don't have time to record. We're in the shop, and when I'm powder coating, I don't really have time to record. So I'm like, I might as well do live with all this little stuff I'm doing, which isn't really a video. And if it takes, it takes. If it doesn't, oh well. I honestly, to be honest with you, the reason I started doing YouTube is for my kids. If anything ever happened to me, they could look back on YouTube and see me interacting and all that stuff. So that's why we started the YouTube channel. Do you have kids? We do anything for those little monsters. I got 4 of them. 3 boys and a girl. My oldest son is the one that does the mobile blasting. I'm hoping I can fit all this into one oven. I've already outgassed everything. Now it's just putting clear vision. Oh, so you're young. What are you studying for in college? Oh, I pray it will fit. Otherwise, it's 2 cook sessions. Let's see. I'm not sure how this stuff works. My oven just went down. So I have somebody texting in asking me if I'm home because it started smoking. I have no freaking clue. Not my cook oven, I should say my furnace, not oven. So you into powder coating and stuff, or what are you in school for? Holy shit. Africa? That's a little ways. That's unexpected. So is it night there? Is that why you're on? Here it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Wow, congratulations on that. Civil engineering. Dude, that's good money. That is looking good money. Are you going to stay over in Africa and do it? Or are you coming over to the States and doing it? Or to another country? Oh, this is another one of their projects. Flowers in a vase. It's pretty cool. At least civil engineering is a good study. It's not like those social sciences and dance study and all that BS. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, wherever the money is where you're going to want to go. I know for civil engineering, I think we pay a lot over here for that. The last thing I thought I'd be doing today is talking to somebody in Africa. That's kind of cool. this company that we do this for is pretty cool. Oh, absolutely. Like they say, cash is king. 100% agree. Yeah. That's why I do this. I actually do this. I don't even do it full time. I'm a security officer full time. Well, I can't say I don't do this full time because I do 40 hours in security in 3 days, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then the rest of the week I do this, which is over 40 hours. So I guess I could say this is also my second full time. But you're right, it's all about the Benjamins. Yeah, you can see, I don't know if you can see these rims over here. Right along here, I got rims and a Ducati tank that we're going to be doing here the next day. We're going to actually do a video on that. Absolutely, all you can do is hustle. Yeah, honestly, 3 days of security, it's a 12, a 12, and a 16-hour day. So I get up, be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning and get done at midnight. It's a lot of hustling, I agree. Do you have powder coaters up your way, or out your way, or however you say that? I mean, do you like powder coating? Is that what pulled you to the channel, or are you a member of the channel, or just kind of skimming through, saw it and said, what the hell is this guy doing? Believe it or not, I get a lot of people telling me they just skim through and see it. Oh, well, thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. Like I said, when we started this channel, it was basically because I have kids, and I was like, if anything ever happens to me, I want them to be able to see it. We expected, like, our goal was 100 people, and now we have, I think, 1,000. Like, I don't even keep track of that because we are so small. Oh wait, woods. I have seen comments. Yep, that's right. Yeah, until you just said that. Yeah, you do a lot of comments. Well, at least when I'm doing videos. But like I said, we're slowing down on mobile blasting right now. We're slowing down on powder coating coming into the winter months. But I do have a small project, and like I said, during the winter, I might do a few of these lives on little projects like this, just to do some kind of content. That way it gives my subscribers something. So these items that we are doing right now is Desk Pets, D-E-S-K-P-E-T-S. They're on Etsy. They end up, I mean, look at some of this cool shit. So, Bicycle Man on a sprocket. And it's not like those ones you buy at the store, which are basically fake shit, you know. I got a Guitar Man. We have a dude pledging his love to his, hopefully it's his wife or fiance and not a girlfriend, and his wife is in the other room. That'd be kind of sad, but hopefully he's not fucking around. Hockey player with a little puck. The ones that we've already done is, one of them was a dog, 5 dogs pulling, and a guy suspended in midair. And this one is a skier. If you put it on, it's a downhill skier. Definitely his wife. Yeah, you better hope so, dude. Because if the wife finds out and it's the girlfriend, that's not going to be a good thing. But we're slowing down on our mobile blasting right now. We're trying to go federal with it this year because we're growing. Not only do we have our dry system, we're building a second dry system, and then we're getting rid of our Greener Blast Technologies wet blast system, which we love it. The only issue is municipalities around here don't force us to have a wet blast system, and it's a dry blast system's easier when you're doing it. So I am praying that all this stuff honestly fits, dude. I do not want to have to do another whole oven batch. She's white. Okay, where am I at? Okay. In the oven, I have a half a one left. It's probably half full in there right now, so. But the ones we're doing right now kind of take up room because of their angles. Does anybody do powder coating where you are? Yeah, right now we do, but I'm sure you guys don't have winters like us. Our winters, we have snow that's freaking chest high. My son wants me to do mobile blasting during the winter, but our trailers that we build, we pay a lot of money for, and I don't want to get them out in the salt because we use salt on our roads. And it's fucking miserable as hell. So I went and bought a small pot that we can throw in the back of a truck and rent a compressor. So we may do some winter jobs. The boys want to do it. They want to get out in the cold. They want to make the money. So who am I to stop them? I'm just the one paying the bills. They're the ones doing the mobile blasting work now. Which I am super, super happy that my son can do that. So I got to do they have this new, this is Clear Vision, this is the last of it. They have this new clear coat out that we just bought some of that I am going to try. I have it in there. It's called High Something. I'm going to use it today after we literally run out of this, which I think we should be running out. I don't know if I'll make it to the end. So do you have powder coaters where you are in Africa, or, I mean, what's it like? Lions and tigers and bears? The wife has been to Africa before on safaris and stuff, and she has a picture of a baby lion or something in a zoo maybe that she's holding and stuff. Me personally, I'm a chicken shit, so let me pull that up. I'm a chicken shit, so I'm really not. That's a long way to fly, and planes crash. And I just soon not have to worry about a plane crashing. The first time I was on a plane, we went to New York, and the wife told me it's really safe, so I started watching YouTube stuff on plane crashes. So I kind of psyched myself out. But needless to say, the first time I rode on a plane, I was scared to hell. The only thing I don't like is there's no room. I'm 6'2", and there's just no freaking room on a plane unless you do like, what is that, first class, and then it costs so much money. I'm not made of money. I can't spend $3,000 for a seat. So have you been anywhere with wild animals, or just not where you are right now? There's no wild animals. Oh, don't tell me I just stripped that. Nope, perfect. So we have a few people on here. Where is everybody from? Ben is from Africa with no animals. And a loyal subscriber. I haven't even been to a zoo, to be honest with you. PA close to us. We're up in Vermont, so you're probably like, what, 2 states from us? Actually, we just picked up a compressor from PA. Can't remember the town. It was like 5 hours. I hate using it. I'm using the KK HD right now, and honestly I hate using it. I use it for small projects like this because our KFX1 has all the hoses that we have to clean every single time. This is at least easier. I mean, it coats well. I mean, there's no issue with coating. It's just like you saw the puff. So I don't think I'll be able to clear coat everything. We'll be able to use the new stuff. At least I'll be able to compare the new to the old. Clear Vision to the new I think it's called High Performance, the powder. We're thinking about upgrading our system. We haven't had no issues with it. The good thing about the X1 is you can adjust things as you're going along. Like you can adjust your kV or you can adjust your microamps. You don't have to stop it like you do this HD system. Are you a powder coater? Do you do powder coating? What is it? Ernie? If so, what are you using right now? Yeah, I'm halfway through the front. Ben, I do not know if we're going to have enough. Well, at least those Chinese knockoffs are better than, like what is it? The Eastwood, the POS that they have. What'd you pay? Probably $1,000 for it, 800 somewhere's in there. And does it show the KV digitally, or is it a knob? And what do you have for an oven at this point? Or are you still using a small oven? Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, so you're able to do small stuff. They're really, the ovens are cheap. I mean, I was surprised when I got mine. That's how we built. We built starting with a normal home oven for like $200, and then we went to we saved up and got an oven, and we saved up and got Harbor Freight pot, which was fucking miserable, dude. I hated it. Then we got an Eastwood 200-pound pot, and that made a world of difference because it was all half-inch. See, that's a good oven. What people try to do in the beginning, which kind of screws them, is they jump into it too fast, try to buy all the good shit, the best of the best right off the bat, and they put themselves in debt. We built ours from an oven and an Eastwood, probably paid like $100 for it, the gun, and we built into what we are now. We started in 2018, so 6 years. We have a big, well, our oven ain't big, it's 4x4x6, but we more moved into that mobile sandblasting. We have 2 trailers, we have 3 trucks, 4 trucks, so that's where we went. The blast cabinets are nice, but you don't get enough power in them. Those pots that you can use outside are, it's not efficient with media, but they're just so much easier to use. Our pot, we have our cabinet, this big one in the back, when we're blasting, you can't see, which sucks, to be honest with you. Yeah, I do not see, fuck, everything fitting. I was hoping everything would, but I don't think it will. This is so cool. I like these bikes. I have, if you look at a square in the oven, all I have is a quarter left out of everything I've done. There's no way I'm fitting it all, and that kind of sucks because that means my last batch is going to be just a partial batch. See, that's a good size oven to have. One thing to stay away from, I don't know if you already, I mean, it's just my opinion. When you get people that ask you to do running boards, brush guards, bumpers, front and back, and want you to powder coat it, try to stay away from those on powder coating. Talk them into doing bed liner and do the bed liner instead. Powder coating, the first chip you get, it's going to go right down to the metal, and then it's going to rust out, it's going to work its way behind it, and then a couple years later you're going to have to strip the whole thing, and as you know, powder is a bitch to strip. If you do bed liner, it's easier for one. Also, when it chips, just let them know, hey, if you see a spot starting to rust, come back to us, we'll touch it up for $100. Sand that little area, hit it with a little bit of bed liner, and you're done, and you fix the issue. You don't have to strip the whole thing. So that's a piece of advice I would give you. Get into bed liner, it's just like paint. There's no difference in paint. You can get aerosol if you're not comfortable with the mixtures and stuff like that. You can get the aerosol kind. I would do that with anything like bumpers, brush guards, anything, any of those. Yeah, my wife told me I've got to watch what I say sometimes. Like I was telling Ben, I don't really do this for like views and stuff. I do this because I have kids, and the main reason was if anything ever happens to me, they can look back on these videos and see their father. Just like our videos, we don't, when I edit them, I don't make them perfect like other people do, because honestly, I don't have the time to do it. I'm like, if they don't like my videos and don't like what I say, don't watch it. But yeah, anything that's ever a question, we have a lot of people reaching out to us on Facebook Messenger constantly. We probably answer about 20 to 30 a day at least, with people asking sandblasting questions, powder coating questions. We try to help whoever we can. But we definitely support, thank you for supporting the channel. When we started, we were hoping to get like 100 people. So that was our goal. So we've done pretty good. And another thing, if you're starting a business, instead of just doing it by yourself, pay attention to your reviews. Start having people do your reviews online. A lot of people that come here, I always ask, where'd you hear about us? And they're like, well, we saw your Google reviews and they're better than everybody else's around. The other coders around don't concentrate on reviews, but they're big companies. Like, I'm out of my shop at my house. They're in big companies. They have big ovens. They do big shit, but they don't care about the reviews. So if you're a small business, really pay attention and work on getting those reviews. That will get business in the door. A lot of people go to Google. Yeah, my wife always tells me to watch my mouth. We use two different things. We use Bellamy glass, and which is called Eco Blast, We like 4070. I use it in mobile blasting, and I use it in here with this, and it does a really nice profile. And when, you know, like if you use coarse glass or any coarse media on rims that are aluminum and stuff, when you go over and powder, you can still kind of see that it's not leveled out. We find that 4070 glass will cut good. It's aggressive enough to get everything, but it will give you a nice smooth finish. And same thing with mobile blasting. We use 4070 glass. With our mobile blasting, if we have trailers, bumpers, side rails, anything like that, the thick steel, maxi blast. It's a copper slag. It's not like coal slag. When it hits, it goes into a powder and it makes a mess. Maxi blast is a copper slag, so it does not disperse. When it hits, it cuts and it drops. So one, you can reuse it. It's not leaving a film on your substrate. And yeah, it cuts. It's good. So we do use that when we're doing frames, trailers, anything hard metal where I'm not having to worry about powder coating. So do you use prismatic as your okay, so if he paints, so there's two different things. We use Raptor liner. You can use cheaper stuff like Herculiner. If you use Herculiner, once you spray it, you have to let it set for 2-3 days before it hardens, which is fine. But Herculiner, it's a good quality. It's cheap. It's like $10 a can. It's a good quality bed liner, but the waiting, it just has to sit for 3 days untouched to harden. Raptor liner, more expensive. You're talking about $50 a can, but you can move it within a day, harden within 24 hours to full cure. So if you go bed liner, think of it that way. You know what I mean? Trying to stack everything perfectly in there to use it. Have you tried their new clear coat? I was just telling Ben, I'm using the last of my Clear Vision right here, and I bought that high performance clear coat. Never used it before, but I should be using it for this batch. Cause ouch, motherfucker! That zapped me. Okay, I won't be touching that one. That sucked. Hope I don't get zapped again. That sucked. Yeah. I don't know what it is with these bigger ones. So have you tried the new clear yet? Or no, you haven't really got to that point yet? Yeah, I like the bed liner. I like it because you can fix it where the other stuff you can't. If powder coating gets the gets a nook, or what do you want to call it? Not a nook, but a ding all the way down to metal and starts to rust, you have to redo the whole thing. Oh, that fucking compressor annoys the hell out of me. But it's nothing like our mobile blasting compressor. If you watch any of our mobile blasting videos, that compressor, when we got it, it was generating too much heat in the back because we put decals on it, you know, marking it up for advertising. And it'd bubble our decals. So we took the exhaust out and did a straight pipe out the top so it doesn't go along the back. Holy fuck. That thing is loud. Let's see if I can not get shocked with these ones. Oh, okay. I think the big hooks draw so much current it was zapping me. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to fit everything, and that sucks. That sucks bad. We do have some projects coming up. We have a set of rims that's going to be laser bronze in clear, and then we have a Ducati tank that's going to be laser bronze and clear, and then we have some rims that's going to be black with soft clear. The guy wanted soft clear. I'm not sure how it's going to look. Haven't used soft clear before. I wish I had more room in that oven. Yeah, that's exactly how it is. Nothing, just a straight pipe coming right out. It's probably about 6 inches total. But we are building another blast trailer. We have 2 right now. We're working on one, and we're working on one for the house. Just because honestly, like you know, it's hard to blast rims. We use a lot of chemicals. We do the rim strip, pull it out, and then we blast them. It's just a lot easier process doing with rim strip. But I want to get a small 185 compressor out here with a 3.5 pot and just be able to blast it and be done with it and not have to go through the rim strip, not have to go through purchasing chemicals, not have to go through the misery of using a 200-pound Eastwood pot piece by piece. I want to be able to do a set of rims in 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm proud of the last one. That last one we just built, I'm very proud of that one. And that's where advertisement, dude, comes into it. If you have a business, people don't want to pay the money for, like, we have it on my personal truck. I have my business name on it. I'll get stopped at the gas station and say, oh, you do sandblasting? Because we have our logo on the door, then we have sandblasting outside. We do not put our logo like everybody else's. Of course, you've seen how we do our stuff. Everybody's so used to these generic logos that are kind of hidden and little stuff, where we make ours pop so that people notice our vehicles. It's not the best when you're driving like an idiot, but it's good advertisement. People come up to us, get our cards all the time. Oh, you will. You'll be able to get to it, dude. Like, I'm not super busy here. I just got sick of people asking me, hey, can you sandblast a frame? No, I don't have the equipment. So I bought it in pieces, and that's what you have to do. Don't go out and just buy a whole setup and pay put yourself in debt. Get it in pieces so that you can utilize it. Like, first thing, find a cheap 185 compressor. You can get them a couple grand now. Get that. Then buy a pot. Now you have that set up. Then you can put that on a trailer, or you can rent a compressor. Right now we have a 3.5 pot. Since my other trailer ain't built, I have the boys go and rent a compressor to go to a job site with our pot. It's like $100 something a day, but say your stuff. If you have enough business to where you're putting everything and blasting one day, that's what we do. I hate blasting. Get all your shit together, blast in one day, get yourself a pot, and then go rent a compressor, bring it to your house, blast all your shit. You're saving so much time and money in doing that, and then you just have 2 days worth of powder coating to do. A lot of people try buying everything at once, buy it in pieces, and get the things that you can utilize first before the other thing. Like, get the pot before you can utilize before you do the compressor, or vice versa if you have a small pot. My son and his friend is trying to start a business, and his buddy wants to get like a $400,000 loan to do stuff, and it's like, I wouldn't do that. I have not been put into debt with my business yet. I've paid everything. Dude, do the upgrade. It does make a difference. It's not night and day difference, but it's noticeable difference to where you won't keep getting clogged. Do the upgrade with the 1/2 inch stuff. Wicked easy. I would say if you're running a normal pot, I'd say one of the best purchases I made in the very beginning was an Eastwood 200-pound pot, which was all 2-inch all the way to the nozzle. And then my next purchase would be my Polar Air compressor. But I paid $5 grand for that, and if I would have known, I could have gone out and got a 185 toe behind compressor. I would have made that instead of the system I have. So I would say get a pot, get a compressor, and your world will change with those two things. And it is an investment. 100% is an investment. So you just have to know what you're doing, but oh, absolutely, absolutely. They get those loans and everything, and then they have to bring in so much to meet that minimum. Like, I can go 2 weeks and not do a single thing if I wanted to, because I have no overhead. I'm out of my house. I'm out of my garage. There's nothing that makes me do this. I was afraid that if I did do a loan to advance myself sooner than later, that with that over my head that I had to make money, it would make me hate doing this. And I did not want to do that because I love doing what I'm doing. The mobile blasting honestly sucks. That's why my son's doing it. But it's not so bad. It's just, I'm 50 years old. I don't want to be out like a kid. I mean, it's a younger man's thing. I'd rather be in a shop doing this stuff and let him out there doing that. Good thing is we want to go federal this year, and my son's all about going out of state, so you never know. We did a contract for FAA, a company that hired us. And he said that once we go federal, it'll change our lives. So, might try it. I have everything so packed. I'm gonna get I got 20 pieces left. I'm probably gonna get 10 in and have to do a whole oven just for 10 pieces. I see it right now already. I know it. I know exactly it's gonna happen. And it's gonna suck. I'm doing these lives too. Oh, exactly. If I want to go on vacation or anything, I can just go. If I don't want to do, if I have a project coming in, I don't want to do it. I don't have to do it. What? No, you do it. What? Yeah, I'm going on live. On what? Just do my regular Thai sausage. Oh, sorry. That's... What? Yeah, you can go whenever. I'm just got to put this in the oven, and I'm gonna have another oven load. So you can get it whenever you want. So question for you. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I run everything by her before I do it. So what I'm doing is, like, you notice I don't put out a lot of videos because we are slammed all the time. I just don't have time. So every now and then when I'm doing little stuff around the shop, I'm thinking about just doing live. I got this selfie stick that follows me around. So I'm thinking about doing more live like this just to have content and be able to chat with people, meet people. Like Ben is from freaking Africa. I like it a lot better than being in here by myself, just doing the job and recording and then trying to put everything back together. I hate editing. I'm not a big computer person. I hate the editing process. That's why it's not perfect like everybody else's is perfect. Yeah. It's a selfie stick. I paid like $50 for it, and I was like, if I can't get my wife to do it, maybe I can get AI to do it. Thank God for AI nowadays. Although I noticed it's like a little jittery. Like it needs to kind of give, I guess it wants to keep me dead center of the screen. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get down to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 left. I'll probably be able to fit all these and I'll have 10 left. No, but I still want to get a bigger oven. I would love to get an oven the size you're building. And I like seeing people like you that are starting from scratch, building it up. Just don't get yourself, like we were talking, don't get yourself bought. Take your time. You'll make more money doing it the way we're talking about than putting yourself in debt. Because you put yourself in debt and then you don't have the people coming in. The people come in, the longer you're doing it, the more they know you, the more work, the more word of mouth, and you're building your base like that. If you put all this money in and you don't have that base, you're fucking yourself. You're right. I'm telling you, I'm not a big computer person. I got Chat GPT for my website. If you ever go on my website, I created a little chatty down in the corner, fed it all my information. So anything on my website, if you ask it a question, it will tell you if the information's on my website, it'll tell you what it is. Cost of rims, or how do you get hold of it? I mean, whatever it is. I put bed liner on there, how to do this, how to do that. How does bed liner relate to powder, or strength of bed liner compared to powder or original paint? Either way, so I started getting into Chat GPT with my work and stuff. I can't get enough of it. I use it for everything now. If I do an email to a customer, I will talk to Chatty. I call it Chatty. That's our nickname for it. I talk to Chatty. Chatty does it out, and I say, okay, put that in an email format for my customer. It will rewrite it, and it'll make it sound like I'm the brightest person in the fucking world. And anytime I'm dealing with customers, that's how I do it, is with Chatty. Chatty is definitely a good investment. That is hard. Dude, that's one of my biggest things. Powder coating is easier for me now. It was hard in the beginning. And then mobile blasting, we do it by the hour. We get towns and stuff that want prices, so I price it a little high to protect us. But you're right. You know, I tell somebody, and I'm lower than other powder coaters around. And I guarantee you I do a better job just because I'm OCD. So I like to make sure things are done exactly perfect. But ours is aluminum rims, $135 a rim. That's a solid color and a clear coat. Steel rim, $150 a rim. That's a solid color and clear coat. If you go into illusions, it's $50 more. If you do per rim. If you do metallic, metallic is $25 more per rim. Illusion or a candy is $50 more towards rim, just because it's an easier chance of fucking up. And that's how I just basically do my rims. The little stuff, we do minimums, $150 minimum. I can get a couple brackets in, and I'm like, dude, I have to charge $150 minimum. You want anything else thrown in? And usually they're like, no, I just need those done. I'm fine with the price. We do a minimum. I can't. The time for the oven and all that, we just can't be like, okay, $20 to do these pieces, because you're still getting your shit done. You're still fueling with the compressor, our big compressor. Your time to set up the machine, to clean the machine. It's just not to buy the powder. If you don't have it, you're paying more than that for the powder. So we do a $150 minimum. And then our bed liner is a little easier. If we're doing a bumper, it's $300 for a bumper to bed liner, front or back. Side rails, I think I do 150 piece for a side rail. Try to keep it pretty basic. Even if it's a little more intricate or not so intricate, I try to keep the same price just for me to remember. It just makes it a little easier. Four more pieces and I'm done, except for those, which I'll do them later, but Yeah, once these are done, I'll show you the oven before I go. It's packed. With these ones too, a lot of people, okay, if I move these, they would hit. So, with projects like this that has a lot of pieces or even a lot of hanging pieces, if you put them on a rack and you're moving it, they're going to hit each other after you powder coat it. So we leave our oven off. We put it in the oven, we hang them in the oven, close our oven, and then we start it. And it's the same thing. As soon as part metal temp hits, then you start your time. But it makes for a lot easier. But in between, I let them cool down. I won't with those pieces. I can hang them in here without even any worry. So I'll pre-do them, put them up here, and then throw them in once these are done. Last one. Okay, so stuff like I'm doing, I can go over it in a second. I classify them differently. So a piece like this, I consider it medium. $2.50 a piece. Larges are $15 a piece. The small ones are $3 a piece. I still keep my minimum, so if all of them don't add up to the minimum, then they still pay the minimum. But this guy, every batch I usually do is usually around $2.50, roughly. But let me show you this, and then I've got to go because that was it. Let me put a lock on this. How does that lock? Maybe just turn it off. Okay, let me see if I can flop camera. Okay. So this is how it looks in the oven. So everything is already hung, and then I'll just bake it. So it was all like a jigsaw puzzle to put it in here. Unfortunately, I didn't have a room for the other 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. So, okay guys, I hope you have a good night. I might pop back on a little bit later to do these last 10. And those are the rims I was telling you guys about in the Ducati tank. That I think I might just do tomorrow, but I might pop on later. So, okay guys, have a good night.